Ready, hit! Okay, break! Hot, hot. Ready, hot 70, hot 70!
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Well, this defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright? Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. The Titans at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go now. Back row 80. Check, ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ward. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play action. Now Richardson.
Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Daniel Whelan now.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Matt Judon in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now they'll audible to something else.
Ward now to throw on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw.
Ward. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On second down, it's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Ward.
That is caught. He's got room to roam.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's second and 11.
Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Here's Ward to throw on second down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Richardson looking to throw.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Ward looking to throw on second down.
Now Cockrell holds it in left side.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw is Ward. Throwing on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Richardson from near his goal line. Flush to his right. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Richardson.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick him with a safety.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Ward, off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Ward.
That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making it.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ward down on first down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down by the tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
19 Chargers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. He finds his man, Pollard.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Warren to throw on 2nd down.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
Touchdown, Titans!
Okonkwo.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds here, the 13-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Ward on 1st and 10.
Finding space at the 40. Big strides. Look at him go.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Titans have taken a 4th quarter lead.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now it's Richardson. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Richardson to throw it.
Dancing to his left.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
So here are the Titans now as they'll again go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's first down.
60 Vikings.
Here's Richardson.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
One last shot for Richardson.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Good job.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.